What's good, y'all? It's your boy KCB. We back at it. We got another video today. So one thing I wanted to do with my channel was, obviously show y'all how to make some dope beats and how to make your own melodies, loop kits, all that. I got a video on, how to upload your beats and sell them, all that. But one thing I wanted to kind of go over with you guys today is going to be just tips for becoming a successful producer. We're going to look at some tips from some, big names in the producer community, as well as just tips that I've kind of learned over time from working with different artists and, selling beats directly to them and, online and all that. So it's going to be a little bit different, type of video today, but I just want to give producers, everything I can give them to make sure they can become successful. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. Now, before I get into this, some of y'all might see this video and be like, who's this guy? Why would I watch a video how to be successful producer when I don't see him on no little baby tracks or this and that? Which, if that's the case, then you shut your mouth. You shut your little mouth. Nah, for real though, but these are all tips that anybody at any level can use, and this is all things that, the big producers, they've done these things too, so this is really going to help anybody out, no matter at what level you're at. Just keep that in mind. Alright, y'all, so in this video we're going to be going over some of these tips that I just kind of laid out here, and I could put more out, but I thought, out of 5 things, these are some things that, I kind of want to go over with y'all. It's going to be a little different style video. I'm going to do this and then kind of have some different camera angles to kind of, talk to you guys about this. But these are my 5 tips right here for becoming a successful music producer. Tip 1, believe in yourself. 2, branding. 3, networking, collabs. And 4, selling your beats, building relationships. And then 5, mastering your craft. So we're going to go ahead and talk about the first one here. Okay, so the very first one here, so believe in yourself. So this is something that, I'm kind of modeling this after like Brick's Domains course he did. He talked a lot about this. This was kind of his first thing too, but, believe in yourself. So if you don't think you have good beats, other people probably don't think you have good beats too. So you kind of got to carry that confidence. Now, if you don't think you make good beats, work on your beats until you do know you have something great. Like, one thing I would do is I would play some of my beats, or I would listen to like some big tracks out there. I would listen to some of my beats, and I could kind of see like, all right, I could see some big artists on these, So of course with that, just work on your beats, get better at like sound selection, all of that, get better at, kind of structuring your beats, everything that goes into it, of course, but really got to believe in yourself. When you have that belief in yourself, if you do, things are much more likely to go your way than if you're just always like, oh, no one believes in me and all that. We all kind of go through it though. So, if you're kind of feeling a phase of that, don't worry. Just work harder, keep working at it. But once you do have that belief in yourself, that's going to kind of go onto others. They're also going to start believing on you, in you as well. And so that's one thing, is kind of getting your mind right, making sure you know what you got, and you got something that artists want to use, and you can start kind of building your way up. So that's definitely one big part of it. All right, so number 2 here, so branding. So it's important to brand yourself in a way that artists will kind of see that and recognize you, makes you look a bit more professional. So with me, for example, y'all know me as KyleCookedThisBeat, or KCB. I got my own logo. It's great to, you can have someone design your own logo for pretty cheap. 20, 30, 50 max maybe. It's great to have a logo, so like on my, here's my Instagram. We got KyleCookedThisBeat. We got, my picture there with my logo in the back, something I made. And one thing too, when you're branding, put your face out there. A lot of producers put like some weird picture for their thing that you never see them, and a lot of people, it's kind of hard to trust someone when you've never even seen them. So make sure to show yourself too. When you show pictures of yourself, people put your face to that name, and they start seeing, oh, this is who it is, and they start kind of feeling like they know them, a little bit more. So show some of your personal stuff, as well as, artists you're working with, tracks you put out, different placements, beats you're working on, tutorials, kind of do all of that, so people kind of know, oh, this is the guy to go to for these hard trap beats or these tutorials or whatever. So branding's great that way. But for example, when you brand too, you don't have to be known just as a guy that does one thing. Like with me, for example, A lot of people know me for hard trap beats. I mean, some people know me for I send loops out and got all these different melodies. I know, one artist I work with, I make like club beats for, and so kind of brand yourself in a way that people will know you not just for one thing, but they know you're the go-to guy for them for whatever. Like I said, tutorials, different types of beats, all that. And yeah, like I said, put yourself out there, that way people can see you and know, oh, this is the guy, to go to for this. And so your brand, your image is really big in this industry. So that's only going to help you kind of increase, the way people look at you, and it's going to increase your value with the people you build relationships with. All right, so we on to number 3 here. So networking and collab. So this is a huge part to become a successful producer. I recommend, trying to hit up different artists. I mean, maybe like 3 to 5 artists every day. Use some different hashtags to find some artists that are similar to your style, or there's pages out there that artists will actually pay to show them and some songs they're making. Go through some of those, pick some artists that have that kind of similar vibe to like beats that you make. Reach out to them, just be like, hey man, I really like your sound. You can of course comment, like on their pictures and videos and all that. Kind of show them some love before you just reach out and be like, hey, I got beats and all that. That's a big part. That way they can kind of trust you a little bit, get to know you, and then eventually that will kind of lead to them wanting to work. So do that with both artists and other producers. The more producers you have that you can work with, the more opportunities you'll have to get placements, because those producers might also have artists they work with, and so you just kind of spread the net out from there, and the more people you can kind of reach, the more chance you have at getting placements and selling your beats. So that's a big one, and collabs is part of that too. So of course, reach out to other producers, make some melodies for them, get some good stuff, send them out, or there's producers that'll send you melodies. There's also paid collabs, which are kind of hit or miss. I mean, you can pay some of these bigger producers to do collabs. Some people look down on it, but there's other people that have got big placements from it. Just know that it's not always guaranteed. A lot of times, sometimes it takes a long time to get a collab back. Sometimes they say they send it out. You never know if it does get sent out. So it's really kind of a gamble if you go that route. But either way, just kind of spreading the word to other people that you're making these beats, and you make loops and all of that. That's only going to help you out. So go ahead and just keep doing that. Do it every day. It's something where when you just sit around, you don't do anything. Like, just get on your phone, look around, find some people, reach out to them. You never know what's going to come from it. So it's just a really important part of producing. So make sure you do that. That's a big one. All right, number 4 is selling beats and building relationships. Now this goes pretty much with the networking. It's very similar to that. But by selling beats, we kind of talked about how when you reach out to an artist, try and kind of build a relationship with them before you just throw out, hey, I got these beats, you want to buy them, all that. It definitely helps to kind of support them and show them that you're here not just to sell some beats, but to actually build relationships with them. And by doing that, that will, get you to sell beats. And I've had times where I've reached out to people and, kind of talk to them. They think, yeah, they say, oh, I'll buy a beat, whatever. Sometimes it takes, a long time for them to even actually buy a beat from you. But I've had artists that a couple months later reached out to me and wanted to buy beats, or, I just check in with them. And when I check in, I don't say, hey, were you going to buy that? I'll just be like, hey, what's up, man? And they'll kind of see our past messages, be like, oh, I was going to actually buy a beat from you. So just kind of keep in touch with people, keep in touch, build that relationships, like, comment on all their stuff. It's only going to show that you're here, just to work with them too, not just sell to them. And then when you do start kind of getting to that point where you can sell some beats, you got to see, kind of what the artist needs. Do they want the exclusive? Do they want just a release? Of course, when you're selling to artists, you want to sell the exclusive. Of course, it's going to give them the ability to do anything what they want with it, own the composition outright, make videos, do everything with it. So, I'll just kind of let them know, what different leases are and everything if they don't know. And from there, the other thing is certain artists too, they might not have enough to give you however much, a couple hundred or whatever you're selling your exclusives for. And so from there, like, I have artists that, you know, when I sell exclusives to them, I give them, you know, kind of a like a couple payment options. Like they can pay, you know, part of it, half, a quarter, whatever they can pay 1 week. Whenever you got the next payment, you can kind of go from there, because either way you're making money. So, you know, give options. If they can't pay it all right there, just say, hey man, y'all, give you the exclusive. If you want to pay me this much on Friday or whatever, and kind of keep them on a track of, you know, some payment options, because not everyone, you know, can outright just buy the beats. I mean, a lot of guys are working full-time jobs trying to, you know, get their music career going. So make sure when you're selling beats to artists, you give them some options, you know, and that includes, of course, packaging multiple beats for, you know, cheaper prices. You have the payment options. Of course, having, you know, like a BeatStars or Airbit or something online is going to help too. YouTube, of course, you can go on YouTube, post your beats, and kind of connect with people through there. So you got a lot of different options for selling. But yeah, when you're selling, you know, the end goal is to, of course, sell the beat, but we also want to build that relationship, because a lot of the artists I sell beats to, they keep coming back for more. And it's not just oh, I buy beats from this guy. It's then you have a relationship that, you know, could last forever, and for who knows where it goes from there. You could get some big placements from it. So make sure when you're selling to also build that relationship. All right, and so the very last one, so mastering your craft. I mean, this kind of goes with, you know, once you got everything down, sometimes you get to a point where you feel kind of stagnant. You're like, man, I don't really know where to go from here. I don't know what the next move is. From there, keep working on everything. All those tips we just talked about. You know, keep building your brand, keep networking, keep trying to sell those beats, keep building those relationships, keep doing collabs. You know, if you feel like maybe you're just making a lot of beats and all that, go ahead and make some loop kits. I got the videos on how to make your own loops and make your kits. Send those out. A lot of times loops, you know, producers are getting huge placements from loops these days because they're sending them out. A bunch of producers are using them. They're making dope beats. They got artists they work with. They send it out. One thing leads to another. You might end up with a big placement. So make loop kits. Keep building that brand. Really just kind of branch out as much as you can. That's always going to help with becoming a successful producer. And from there, yeah, just master your craft, man. Keep doing it. I mean, you can always improve. So keep making the beats, keep making your melodies, keep making videos, tutorials, all of that. I mean, that mastering your craft part, that's going to last forever, you know? So keep working on it. Don't give up. If you get to a point where you don't know what to do, maybe watch some more tutorials, see how you can improve, get some new sounds, some new VSTs, some, you know, kits. Yeah, just keep doing it, man. I mean, it's something where, you know, like we said, back to number one, you got to believe in yourself. So as long as you do and you keep working on that, mastering your craft, I have no doubt every producer watching this will become successful. So just keep on it. It's something that, you know, it's going to take some time, and just realize that nothing's going to happen overnight. But the more work you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. So make sure to, you know, work on these steps, these tips here I got for you. Just keep doing it. Reach out to those around you, and I promise, guys, you know, good things are going to come from it. So that's it, man. I just kind of wanted to talk about these things with you guys because it is an important part, you know, of becoming a successful producer. You know, I'm obviously still working on all of them. I'm not even close to where I want to be yet. You know, I got big stuff on the way too. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to go over these things with you guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in for a different type of video this week. I just want to give you, you know, all the tools that you need to become successful. So I believe in y'all. Y'all can do it. All right, so that's it for today, man. That's it. So y'all know the deal. Hit that sub, like, comment, all of that. Gonna be more videos on the way. So till next time, y'all.